Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Troy Trojans taking on the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So Georgia State's offense will go to work first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Panthers are on the move. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Troy's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches and try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
That's what I like to
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Trojans want to move quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Jefferson. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And they're able to make the tackle.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jocelyn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Handoff from the gun. Oh, what a move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Tight end now in motion. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter.
Tighten up defense. Hands on the swivel, boys.
They go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical third down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're working that left side. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. This is now a 7-point game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 21 to LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing.
There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for room. It's Jefferson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Under fire. Throws toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they're not on the same page there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Trojans will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Touchdown, Georgia State. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. He leaves it with his back. Plows through the defense. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got a little space. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down. Offense lining up quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Working that wide receiver screen. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The kick is on its way. Wants to bring it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. The Panthers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Panthers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll try to get the first through the air. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Troy. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this defense. They got one chance to get back in this game. Force some turnovers, create some big plays. They're down big. Man, did they need that opportunity.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Stands in and takes the hit. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the tailback. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your... a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give from the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. He's in open space downfield. Sweet spin. Turning it on. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Jefferson. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your play.
Snags it down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. And the ball comes to rest right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times, and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Creates a little space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set for first down. Running back searching for a hole. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Troy. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
To the air on 2nd down. grabbed in the backfield. It's Jefferson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He's going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Trojans racing to the line in a hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets to give. Hard running there. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Tough physical run, stiff arm and all as they get it out to the 13.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down, 10 yards to go. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Jefferson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. So after